Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the WWL Louisiana News at 4. I'm Devin Bartolotta. Here are today's top headlines. A Washington Parish deputy has been fired after the sheriff's office says he was involved in an alleged shooting in Franklinton overnight. The sheriff's office says deputies responded to a call of gunshots fired on Bud Slocum Road just after 1:30 this morning and found Lieutenant Jay Dupree was involved. He was off duty, not in uniform, not using a company vehicle at the time, and no one was hurt. But Sheriff Jason Smith says due to the serious nature of the allegations, he decided to fire him. Dupree spent 15 years working for the sheriff's office. A standoff with a shooter accused of killing one person and injuring 10 others in Midland, Texas today is over after that suspect was found dead this afternoon. Law enforcement say they found Victor Villarreal firing shots at officers and bystanders. He then barricaded himself inside an abandoned building, leading to an hours-long standoff. Police say he was later found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Villarreal was a fugitive wanted for killing an officer, and police had been searching for him since Wednesday. A man accused of human trafficking is now facing charges in Louisiana after Kenner police say he trafficked a juvenile to our state from Honduras. Juven Paz is now facing rape and human trafficking charges. Investigators say the victim experienced coercion, abuse, and sexual assault. Paz was arrested in North Carolina in April, but was extradited to Louisiana after a 2-year investigation. And 3 men are facing arson charges in connection to a house fire in Araby last month. The state fire marshal's office says the fire started on May 28th on Perrin Drive, and determined that someone started that fire on purpose. After a 2-week investigation, fire investigators arrested Larry Crawford, Albert Brown, and Isaac Marshall. They are now all charged with arson with the intent to defraud, insurance fraud, and criminal conspiracy. This afternoon, Essencefest responded to a defamation lawsuit its former CEO filed against the festival's parent company yesterday. In the suit, CEO Caroline Wonga alleges her reputation was destroyed by backlash about controversies at last year's festival, even though she says she had no involvement in planning it. She says she was on medical leave, and the company did not make it clear she was not involved when it publicly addressed the controversies in August. The lawsuit claims it caused lost revenue, employee layoffs, and dried up business opportunities at her company, Wonga Woman. Today, Essence said the allegations are false and that it had made clear Wonga was not involved in the festival and raised suspicions of the timing of that lawsuit. Essence returns July 3rd. Well, there's a lot of buzz uptown today about Trader Joe's opening on Ferret Street. It is the second location in New Orleans, with the latest location in Mid-City opening about a year ago. And the local crowds showed up today to watch the store open its doors. Alyssa Curtis is live there this afternoon with all of the delicious details. What are the vibes down there, Alyssa?
Devin, the vibes are high. Like you mentioned, the uptown neighborhood showed up and showed out for Trader Joe's. There's been a steady stream of shoppers all day long. We are standing in the parking lot, and I feel like we all kind of know or have heard of the parking lot woes of Trader Joe's, but I will say it's been pretty seamless today, at least everything that I have seen and experienced. I was able to get a parking spot pretty easily. I've seen parking spots open up pretty frequently, so it seems like they are just getting customers in and out quickly and efficiently today. Everyone I've spoken to says that they've had a great shopping experience. Now, we know that Trader Joe's has a cult-like following. People love Trader Joe's. I am personally not a Trader Joe's shopper per se. I've been here a few times, but I don't know the ins and outs. So I've asked a few shoppers what they picked up today and what their favorite items are.
Vodka and the orange slices.
Perfect.
To put in the vodka.
Trader Joe's fan base is a strong one.
Mainly snacks. We don't really go for food, but we do go for snacks. These are new.
And they are very happy this new location off Napoleon is finally open. I asked some shoppers what their favorite thing to pick up is.
Cashew butter, cashews.
Cashew
they sound
butter.
redundant, but they good.
Porcelain cheese, which is usually $12 or $13, $5. Beautiful whole bag of flowers probably cost me $8 today.
Listen, she's not wrong. If you're doing a charcuterie board, $5 for a thing of cheese is not bad. So I may might be coming to shop here a little bit more often. So if you see me, say hi. Devin.
Alyssa, I love it. And you know, I'm an everything but the bagel seasoning girl. So there's my piece of advice for you. Did you go in? Did you do any shopping or pick up any snacks to try?
I had to because everyone was hyping it up. Like I said, I've been a few times to get, if I'm hosting some charcuterie or some flowers, but I did go in today. I grabbed some of those barbecue chips. I grabbed a buffalo chicken wrap and a few sweet treats. Everything I tried so far was delicious, and that buffalo chicken wrap was great for lunch. So I think you guys may have converted me.
All right, I love it. We now know what tonight's live shots are powered by. So, all right, thank you so much, Alyssa. Turning now to national headlines we are following today. The U.S. and Iran are working through the final details of a memorandum of understanding to end the war. CBS's Torian Small is at the White House, where administration officials tell CBS News their optimism is growing.
Both the U.S. and Iran now say they are closer to a deal to end the fighting than they've ever been. Thursday, President Trump was eager to get it over the finish line.
They've all approved the deal. Everybody's approved the deal. Now we'll get it finished up, and hopefully that'll be done.
A senior Trump administration official says the outlines of the agreement would reopen the Strait of Hormuz and lift the U.S. naval blockade. Iran would also agree to dismantle its nuclear program, and the U.S. would get Iran's enriched uranium.
It should get done over the next few days. We'll probably have a signing maybe in Europe.
Iran would receive financial rewards for complying with the terms of the deal. Iran's foreign minister said Friday that the memorandum of understanding has never been closer and urged against speculation. A senior administration official tells CBS News their optimism an agreement will be signed is not yet at 100%, but has risen throughout the day.
It seems like the folks in the region now are saying similar things, so I think it's more likely that there could be something coming out of this, but at this point, it's really too soon to tell.
Once the memorandum is signed, it starts a 60-day clock for both sides to finalize the details of how Iran can comply with the nuclear program.
A winning deal would include the complete dismantlement, again, of that complete so-called supply chain that feeds the nuclear process.
Iran is also supposed to end its funding of terrorist groups in the Middle East, such as Hezbollah. Israel launched new airstrikes against Hezbollah targets in Lebanon Friday. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.
Looking ahead now, early voting for the June 27th election is underway. Polls will be open from 8:30 to 6 each day through June 20th. That is except for this Sunday and next Friday, which is Juneteenth. Perhaps the biggest item on the ballot is the U.S. Senate primary runoff. In the Republican race, Congresswoman Julia Letlow faces State Treasurer John Fleming, and the Democratic contest is between Jamie Davis and Gary Crockett. Voters in some parts of our area will also decide on Public Service Commissioner, Education Board members, and several millages. You can check out your sample ballot on WWLTV.com. Just look for the links tab. Tomorrow will be a big day for New Orleans LGBTQ community and allies. The day kicks off at 1 o'clock with the Black Pride Community Festival, which has been moved to Armstrong Park. It was supposed to be held last Saturday at Washington Square Park. Then right after that, the annual New Orleans Pride Parade begins at 6 p.m., also at Armstrong Park, then loops around the French Quarter before ending right where it started. And just a few blocks away, Pride Fest will be going on at the Phoenix Bar from 5 to 10 tomorrow. There will be food, vendors, and live performances from multiple acts, including headliners Tony and the Kiki. This Sunday, Jefferson Parish will celebrate America's 250th birthday with an all-day event in downtown Gretna. The festivities kick off at noon with a car show, then a parade begins at 3. You can see their route on the screen here. You can also enjoy some live performances and family-friendly activities too, and a drone show will begin at 8:30 p.m.